video about cleaning out the rusty old fuel tank on the bike. I've seen some videos and seen some chat online about people using Harpic 10 times to clean out the tanks. Obviously the chemicals you buy online are very expensive, or can be very expensive, tank seal, etc. Harpic's about £1.20 here in the UK. So I was thinking about using 2 bottles. It contains acid, so it makes perfect sense chemically that it will eat away the rust in the tank, also get rid of the sludge and break it down. So let's get cracking, give it a go.
So I don't know how well you can see inside the tank. At first glance, it doesn't actually look that bad, but can you see in there? When I tipped the fuel out that was in there, see if I can get a good view in there. When I tipped the fuel out that was in there, it was brown, so I think it'd be worthwhile giving this a good clean. So this is what I've decided to use to clean the tank out. I've used this before for other uses. I've used this for cleaning exhaust, the downpipes. It's actually hydrochloric acid, 9 grams per, so nearly 10% hydrochloric acid. So
obviously the hypochloric acid will eat the rust, hopefully. I've realised that you can pull these tops off like so to make it easier to pour the Harpic into the tank. I was pretty careful not to get this onto my paintwork, although the paintwork wasn't finished at this point, but I didn't know if it would eat into the paint. I presume it would, as it's got acid in there. The Harpic pours in quite easily. I've got 2 bottles to put in. That's the first one gone in. There goes the second one. So I'm going to pour these both in, and you can already actually hear the chemical reaction inside the tank. There's a fizzing going on. You can't see. Get out of the way. Unfortunately, it's hard to see, but yeah, believe me, there is definitely some chemical reaction going on there. I'll put the remainder of the bottle in, and then we'll fill it up with warm water.
So I'm just going to fill it to the top with hot water. It should help the reaction. Jeez, that's heavy. So that can sit on there now for the next 24 hours and just let it do its thing, really. I'll put the top on lightly, loosely. It's got a breather in it, so just in case there's any reaction. Well, it'll be interesting to see what that does. Hopefully it'll be better than it was. So the tank's had the Harpic in it for probably nearly 36 hours now. I thought there was no point in rushing it now, and just left it in as long as I could. So now we're going to tip it out and see what we've got inside there and see what sludge comes out. I've got this big plastic container that I'm going to use just so I can see basically what comes out and capture all the muck. Actually looks ridiculously clean in that bucket, but we'll sieve it through, filter it through, and then see if we can find anything. I think I need to flush the tank as well, by the look of that. I've tipped the majority of the fluid into another container just to leave the sludge in the bottom, and then I'm going to filter it through this funnel with an old pair of tights on it, kinky, and then hopefully it says Well, a bit disappointing really. There is some, but not as much as I thought. Okay, so obviously you don't want any dirt in the bottom of your tank. So yeah, it has obviously done it. Sorry, it's really difficult to see through this foam. So bearing in mind what I've probably flushed away, and the fact that I thought the tank wasn't that bad, I think you'll agree that that's a worthwhile exercise. Incredibly hard to film inside here for you, but I don't know if you can see. It's not bright shiny metal, but my god, it's not bad either. Let me have a look, see if I can just move it around slightly so you get a better view. There you go, that might give you a really good idea. There's a little bit of rust staining on the outside, but to be honest, it's not too bad at all. What I'm going to do is tip or spray loads of WD-40 in there, and then hopefully that will protect it. I've read that you can do that. Yeah, pretty chuffed with that. So for a couple of quid, I think that's an absolute result. If you want to know what to do there, guys, hopefully that'll save you some money.